Are you looking for performance parts for your first generation or second generation Cruze? Check out supercruises.com today so you can order your parts directly from me. Hi everybody, welcome to Dave's World. So, you guys are used to seeing my Generation 2 cruise missile. That car is not gone. I'm also now working on my Generation 1 Cruze. This is a project that I'm calling Black Widow. For obvious reasons, it's black and there's going to be a lot of red accents and a lot of cool upgrades that I'm going to be doing to the car. Today's video is going to be the beginning of my paddle shifter install. I'm going to be basically producing a kit that allows you to put paddle shifters in this car. Then I'm going to continue this series showing how to get more power and showing my intercooler systems for the car. So you can see here, this is one of my intercooler systems. It's the same core that I use on my Generation 2 setup, but I worked with the Generation 1 Cruze community basically on a setup that they wanted for their car. So this is actually built based on their feedback. One of the things I wanted to do for me was actually hide the boost sensor. I hated the way it looked. So now the boost sensor is actually underneath and I have it in a place to where you don't have to really do any modifications to get the harness to get to it. The other thing I worked on was I wanted clearance for the oil filter. So the oil filter is actually right down here and there's enough clearance now for you to get the filter out right through here without having to remove anything. A lot of intercooler systems on the market, you have to actually disassemble the intercooler system to do an oil change. I wanted to make it so it was easier for everyone to do this. You can pretty much choose custom colors. I'm going with obviously red accents. I think what I'm going to be doing in the future is going to be my carbon fiber with a Black Widow emblem right there just to go along with the build on the car. This is probably going to get a big turbo and I have some custom intake parts. It's going to get a lot of stuff, but for today's video, it's just going to be about steering wheels. So this is the steering wheel we're going to be putting in my Chevy Cruze. You can see that this steering wheel does have paddle shifters built in. What I normally do inside the car is I turn the wheel upside down, I remove the top of the steering column, and then it allows me to get access to these two slots. The next thing you want to do is disconnect the battery on your car because you do not want an airbag to be charged and go off in your face as you're removing the airbag. Grab a little tiny screwdriver. You're going to place the screwdriver into these little slots. You're going to pull the screwdriver to the side as hard as you can, and then you want to put pressure on the airbag. Putting a little bit of pressure on the airbag keeps the clip in there from going back to its original position. You're going to then do the same thing to the other side. Put pressure and then pull the airbag. As soon as you do that, the airbag will come off. Once your airbag is removed, the next step will be getting the harnesses off, and then we have to remove the nut in the center of the steering wheel, which sometimes is a pain in the butt, but I'm going to show you how to do that now. Make sure your steering column is locked because this nut sometimes is incredibly tight, and I know this one is. So I want to use as much leverage as possible to get this loose. You want to make sure this connector is removed from the clock spring. In the past, I forgot to do that, and when I yanked the wheel off, I destroyed the clock spring. Also, these connectors. To get these out of the airbag, you see how these little yellow parts are up? Basically, what you need to do is before you pull it out of the airbag, you need to pull these up and then squeeze these two little tabs on the side. That's how you get them out of the back of the airbag. Now, I loosen this a little bit. What I want to start doing is pulling on the steering wheel. That's good. So the steering wheel is loose. The reason I left the nut in, I didn't want to hit myself in the face with the steering wheel. Now the airbag harness will not come off, so you have to feed it through the steering wheel right there. And you want to make sure this stays as center as possible. Oh, that's exciting. How cool is that? I'm just gonna throw the airbag in place so I can get the full effect. Oh, I can't wait to drive this car with these things running. That's awesome. So I have this yellow wire hanging out of the column. My kit's gonna be able to go in the, basically in the connector, and I'm gonna have pins and stuff, but I'm just testing right now. What I wanna do is, I'll do another video showing a complete install. I at least want to test the paddles. I can't really start the car, and I want to be able to do a video where I could drive the car because I'm in the middle of doing my intercooler, but at least let's test. So what I want to do is let's try and upshift real quick. Okay, it actually worked, and then I think we could, let's do a downshift real quick. Oh, that actually works too. That's awesome. That's pretty exciting. What I want to do in the future is a full video just focusing on paddle shifters. I'm going to have a kit on the website. I don't know if it's going to be just a wiring kit to where I set up all the pins for everybody with instructions. There's going to be probably a PDF. I'm trying to do PDFs for everyone. That way you don't have to sit and watch a video. You'll literally get an email with the instructions in it. And then, or I'm even thinking about customizing a steering wheel with paddle shifters so you can get something nice. It just depends on sort of everyone's budget. What I'll do is I'll add it to the website. I'll set a price for me to be able to do this for everyone. And if you're happy with it, great. If you're not, let me know what you can afford, and I will try to do this in a way that'll be budget. You know, I'll just see what I can do. But the kit's basically going to have pins and wiring and instructions and everything. So that's what I'm going to try and do, and I'm pretty excited. Yeah. So this video is a little bit more than I want to do today, because originally I was actually stealing the steering wheel position sensor and clock spring out of this so I could put it in the Equinox, and then I found out that they're actually a little different and it didn't work. But luckily I screwed this up and I was able to fix it. So I figured, you know what, let me at least test the proof of concept, make sure it worked. In the future, when I'm finished installing the intercooler on Black Widow, I'll be able to drive the car, and that's when I'll do a more in-depth paddle shifter video showing how to install everything, what the kit looks like, and I could actually drive the car and show you the gears working and the car driving and its driving impressions. I prefer to do my videos that way, and I prefer to test things before I put them on the website. But for now, I know this will work because I've done it in the past. This is probably my 5th CRUZE. I've had a bunch of Generation 1s and one Generation 2. And you guys know, watching the CRUZE missile playlist, what I do on the Generation 2 stuff. And from my supercruises.com website, you guys know all the different parts I make. And now I decided, you know what, why not do Generation 1? I've had so many of them and I know so much about them. It's a no-brainer, right? Thanks again, everyone. I appreciate it, and have a very nice day.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.